Ferrari is P9 and just behind this group of cars. I think this is just a bit of a DRS train at the moment. We have the two Aston Martins still putting pressure on the Ferrari. The Ferrari is leading. It's Wysy is 1 second ahead at the moment. We have the two Astons really going at it. Qualified really well. Let's see, on to the straight goes. Dungeon doesn't have DRS. Red Jelly does have DRS. And Lord will have a lonely race, I'm pretty sure. The cars behind him will get DRS. Trying not to ride the curb too much. This group of cars, they don't. They make it stick. And that is Beast. Both Beast and Max Little Gamer are on the hard tires. I didn't see Beast's compound, but he's also on the hard tires, just like last weekend. And No Name on the same compound is 8 seconds behind. Very questionable from him. N4F2. N4F2's back in the race for some reason. He should not be. Let's see here. N4F2 really shouldn't be. Like, he was out on a wall. He was stuck on a tire barrier, so he should not be able. He should not be allowed to continue. And he does stop on the side of the track, so that's good on him. Oh, but what happened to Wysy? Wysy, I think, made a mistake. Slowdown penalty, I think. And it is now an Aston Martin 1-2 here. Oh, this Dungeon uses too much curb, but keeps it in the track. And that is now the Ferrari behind these two Aston Martins. Really, Aston have been on another level so far this race. Same for Wysy, of course. Lord is just 3 seconds behind the top three. He's waiting for them to make a mistake. So let me turn off race control before I reset laps on accident. Rax is in P5 at the moment, trying to chase down Lord. And then we have Paul Ronaldo, who led the Japanese Grand Prix just a week ago, was on to win it until he got that battery issue and had to settle for P5. But Paul Ronaldo, what an upgrade he's had, and he's had a really good showing of confidence. Recently has had a really good results so far. Got his first real podium in I think SFRL today. So really good job on Paul Ronaldo. I've no doubt that he'll be fighting at the top of the game. His time will come once these controls are released, and that will be really good news for him for league racing, as he can finally compete on a real level. But as we go on to lap 8, this check here, Grand Prix, and it is Dungeon leading his teammate by 1 second, Red Jelly. Also leading Wysy by 1 second. Wysy leading Lord by I think that's 2 seconds. Yes, it is 2 seconds. Lord has been waiting for the lead cars to make a mistake. He should be getting DRS from them. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's a little bit too far back for that to happen. It is still an Aston Martin 1-2, and Lord does actually get DRS, so that is good news for him. Bad news for Dungeon. That is Dungeon who made a mistake and is now right behind Wysy. Red Jelly is now the leader of the Czechia Grand Prix, and that is well, not great news for Aston Martin right now, but we still have the rest of the race to go. A lot of these guys are on the medium tire. Questionably, Beast and Max Little Gamer, both Mercedes, are on the hard tire, as he also is now getting chased down by the Mercedes of Beasiva. He's on a faster tire. He should be faster than Beast, but he's getting caught by him. That is not great news. He's been really strong on Baku. I've seen his laps. I don't think he's this slow compared to everyone else. He can be fast when he wants to. Back to lead. The Jelly is still leading Wysy. And Wysy will get DRS. Dungeon will also get DRS, pretty sure. Lord is just right behind them. Lord has actually gained time on them. Oh, he uses too much curb. Keeps it on track. And so far we have Rax in P5 waiting for something to happen. Pocanaldo right behind Rax. Just got a slowdown penalty. Both Williams cars in P6 and P7. So not too shabby from both of them. Let's see here, as we have Steens, who is on the soft tire. Steens is on the soft tire at the moment. He may have just pitted. I'm pretty sure he just pitted, because there's no way you lose this much time on the soft tire. I'm pretty sure I vaguely remember him being on the mediums. And yes, he did pit on that last lap. So we'll have to wait and see how the strategy goes. This is very custom strategy. Pitting from mediums to softs early. We have Red Jelly just right behind him. And he will want to make amends today for what happened last week, as he was out in the first lap. But Lord is up to the podium places. I don't think they'll last for long. Dungeon has incredible pace. Rax comes in to change tires from the mediums to the softs. As he, I think we made a bit of a mistake, I think, in the pit lane. That's not what he needed at all. And as he should be down behind. I think he's barely in P10, I believe. Yes, he did come out in P10, Rax, and we have top 4 is still the same order from before, but again the top 4 is so close. And then we have the gap to P5, which is 10 seconds. So let's see, as Rax on the soft tires of the race. Wysy still staying out. Now, is that the right choice? Because he might need to come into the pits at some point. He'll have to come in at some point, because otherwise he'll fall too far back on the fleet behind him that did pit. But if he does pit now, crucially, he will, yeah, sure, he will be behind him by quite a margin, but he will have the freshest tires of the leading 4. Rax is just 4 seconds behind Lord, actually. It's made the undercut work. Will this strategy work out for him? As Beast is in P7, right behind Poco, but he's on that hard tire. Oh, used too much curb, and he got a slowdown because of it. Kit Kat is the first to take advantage. He overtakes Beast on the hard tire, and now he'll have clean air ahead of him. He is on that medium tire. This still behind Beast. He has not pitted yet. Let's see, as we go on to Wysy. Wysy has elected to come in to change his tires. And he is ahead of Dungeon. So I've not seen what happened back there. He does get DRS. No, he does not get DRS on the back marker. By mistake. But he is way ahead of Dungeon. He put up some really good in-laps, Wysy, to still stay ahead of Dungeon. And Red Jelly and Lord, I think. Oh, Lord! Lord has flipped! Lord in the McLaren has flipped, and he is no longer P4. He takes the time to reverse, and now it is the Williams cars who have the Williams car, Pocanaldo, who just overtook Lord. That is not what he needed at all. This is what happens when you use too much curb. And now that is Rax up into P4, and Pocanaldo chasing him all the way. And remember the gaps. Pocanaldo was 7 seconds behind. Pocanaldo, Rax, and Hios are let's see, as we have Pocanaldo and Rax. I'm pretty sure let's see here. I'm gonna try and remember, but I'll get back to you, Dingle. But pretty sure that Rex has started on mediums and then went on to softs, pitted again for softs. So I think that is his tire plan, to start on mediums and then do a 2-stop, softs to softs, medium soft to soft. I think that was his plan. I think I heard a stationary car agent stream, not sure which one it was, as I'm not watching his stream, I'm watching the game. But let's see, that is Dungeon falling behind Wysy. I think he got a slowdown penalty. I'm not paying attention to the lead. But there's a lapped Red Bull. I think that is the Red Bull of N4F2. N4F2 is back on the track. He should not be doing this. And I've not seen him drive yet. He is lapped again. He should not be on track at this moment. Like, come on, N4F2. If you're listening, just despawn your car. You should not be driving right now. Wysy building up a bigger lead to Dungeon. And we have Red Jelly up in the P3 is on the soft tires. So I think the top 3 has pretty much okay, that confirms it. Thank you, Dingle. But top 3 now are pretty much the same as they were at the beginning of the race. We had Wysy leading, Dungeon from Red Jelly. And now on lap 20, with 3 laps to go, and he was given permission to drive for some reason. Oh, that's Dungeon going very wide. Oh, he got a slowdown penalty because of N4F2. That is really bad news for him in the lead. Wysy now has a 7 second lead to Dungeon, and really there's no need to push so hard anymore, because it is now just free sailing for Wysy. It is a guaranteed victory for him, unless something happens on his side, of course. The Aston Martins are 2-3 at the moment. They'll be picking up a lot of points at this race. Let's see, as it is Rex cutting the track again on sector 1. Doesn't really matter much because he won't be scoring points anyway. He crucially did that as well on the opening lap of the race. So let's see, whatever he does now does not matter. He will not be scoring points. Lord is gapping Rex at the moment. So he will hang on to that P4 position, because he was on a P4 position for pretty much the majority of the race. Let's see as we go on board with Wysy here, as he did indeed get a 7 second lead to the rest of the field. Dungeon crashed out in Saitama and will come on to finish P2 unless something happens on his side. Red Jelly will come home third because he also crashed on Saitama. Wysy, what an excellent race he has driven. Finished P2 in Saitama right behind his teammate Sync, and now he's on his way through this right-hander. He goes. This is the final time he goes through sector 3, and as he will cross the line very soon, he will take the lead in the championship. Wysy in this final section of corners straight lines it and comes home to win the Czechia Grand Prix. Wysy takes the lead in the championship. It is Ferrari coming back in the championship, or are building a gap now at the moment, but it is Dungeon and Red Jelly in the Aston Martins who come on second and third. It's a double podium for Aston Martin. Red Jelly, Lord, I should say, hangs on to P4 ahead of Rex by just 4 tenths. And let's see, as we have the 2 Williams cars of Kit Kat and Coconello to finish P6 and P7 in that order. We have Hios. Oh, look at this battle right here. Hios cuts the track, and he will finish P9 ahead of Beast. Beast is P8, and we have Maximal Gamer, who is on P10. We will finish P10 for Mercedes. It's P8, P10 for Mercedes. No Name is P11. He has not scored any points, sadly, this race. And Sinis has been lapped. Korlak has also been lapped, from what I can assume. Yes, he did get lapped. So that is it for the race. We have Wysy, Dungeon, Red Jelly, Lord, Rex, KitKat, Poco, Beast, Helios, and Maximum Gamer finish up the top 10. And that is your Czechia Grand Prix. And we'll see you next week for whatever track is next week.